40 years of Google spying. I work for an ISP that provides cable TV, internet, and phone service as well as email. We've recently changed the email client we use to host our email accounts. Today was the day it took place. Many calls came in today about customers not being able to log in, missing emails in various folders, etc. One issue with the new client is that if a customer tries to access the email account on a smartphone, the customer has to use a mail client app, Gmail, Apple Mail, etc. One particular customer called today and was upset about having to use a client app to get her emails, and the conversation went something like this. CL equals conspiracy lady, me equals me. CL, so there is nothing that can be done if I want to get my emails on my phone. I have to use an app of some kind. Me, unfortunately with the new email client we've begun using, you will not be able to access emails from the web browsers anymore on a smartphone. You will have to use a mail app client. CL, well, I'm not happy about this. I don't want to use any app to access my emails from my phone because I have to download it from the Play Store, and I don't want to do that because I have an Android. Do you know who makes Android? Google. Do you know that Google spies on everything we do? I'm not going to use Gmail to access my emails. Me, we do have a company name app that you can use to access the emails. You won't have to use Gmail at all if you don't want to. CL, but I still have to download it from the Google Play Store, won't I? Me, yes, you will have to download it from the Google Play Store. CL, well, I'm not going to do that. I don't want Google reading my emails, spying on everything I do. It's my right as an American to hate Google, so that is what I'm going to do. I used to be able to push one button on my phone and get my emails, and you're telling me if I want to access my emails on my phone again I have to be spied on. Me, unfortunately with a smartphone you will have to download a mail app of some kind. With the email client we've moved to, accessing emails from the web browser will no longer be possible. Again, you don't have to use Google's Gmail app, you can use company name app, Yahoo's mail app. You just need a mail app that will need to be downloaded from the App Store. CL, I've been using computers for 40 years. Do you know that Google has been spying on everything I do for those 40 years? I'm tired of being spied on, I'm tired of their harassment, and I'm tired of them invading my privacy. It's my right as an American to hate Google, and I've been fighting them for 40 years. I just want them to leave me alone. Me, you can still access your emails on computers through the web browser if you have a computer. I apologize for the inconvenience, view. CL, but with a smartphone I need an app. I get it. Well, I'm not happy. I really don't like this, and I hope you put that in my file or records or whatever. You have a good rest of your day. End of call. So Google, which was started in 1998, has been spying on this lady since 1980. Thinking face. I don't need no password, so this is my second post and a long one, so I'm just gonna run down some encounters and summarize what I can. So this is still around the same timeline, 2012 to 2013, as I was still working as a tech support for the Roku device. This encounter was between entitled customer, hereby designated as EC, and me, designated me, and her teenage daughter, designated as TD me. Thank you for calling Roku support. This is William told 21. How may I help you? With some sort of southern drawl. Cannot for the life of me remember what type of accent right now. EC, yeah, your device ain't connecting to my internet. Me, okay mom, so your device will not connect to your Wi-Fi, is that right? EC, did I stutter? Me, no mom, I am just checking if I understood your concern correctly. Now where was this device purchased? EC, I bought it at shopping center. Me, okay mom, now just to check what message is displayed on your TV screen right now. EC, it says incorrect password, cannot connect. Me, okay thanks, so I think we can easily get through this by typing the password to your Wi-Fi QEC entitlement. And EC, so what's the password? Me, confused pause. I'm sorry mom, I don't quite follow. EC, look Poindexter, I'm paying for internet connection and I am a valued customer, so don't waste my time and give me my damn password. Me, mom, that password would be what you and your family uses to connect to your Wi-Fi. We do not set that, as our support is only for the Roku device, not your internet service. EC, don't give me that, just give me my damn password and stop wasting my time. I don't need to know my password cause I paid for it and have always been connected to the Wi-Fi in my own house, so if this is some type of ploy to get me to fork over more money for a $GU $1 password, you got another thing coming. While teenage daughter appears TD, Mom. Put the phone down now. EC, but this little Poindexter is trying to get me to pay. TD, no he is not, now put the phone down. EC, but. TD, now Mom or I'm calling Dad. Click, I'm assuming this is a landline extension. TD, I'm sorry about that, my mom is technologically challenged. Me, explains what happened as per our conversation and how to set up the Roku device. TD, okay, I can set it up if that was the only problem, thanks. End of call. TLDR, technological challenged customer gets put in place by her teenage daughter. Edit, oh my, that was quick, thanks for the silver kind. Reddit people grinning face with smiling eyes. First one. Edit 2, spelling. Tech deja vu, or another email about email being down. Recently there was an email issue out of our control. But on the intermittent side, it was really an auth issue. To be technical, if you were already signed in you were fine, if you had to sign in or sync ma'am you were boned. I'm on call but done for the day, so I asked someone else who was still on to monitor and keep me updated if anything changes, and I needed to jump online and let him know email wasn't working on my phone. I get back online a few hours later for something else, only to discover he kept emailing updates. Even better, I called him out for emailing me about email issues when he knew I wasn't receiving email, and his response was, but I emailed the whole team, so it doesn't matter if you missed it. I had to remind him that I was the on-call tech that week and I was the one who would be jumping back online if need be, and that no one else would be getting email on their phones either because of this issue, and he was the only one still on his computer working, so no one got his message until they got back to a computer. He still didn't get it, but I let it drop at that point because it wasn't worth the energy. If a tech can't understand, you don't email about email outages. I just have zero faith in humanity anymore. New monitor deployment and the ensuing fights over empty boxes. I actually enjoy this story, it's pretty wholesome compared to the other shenanigans you read about on this sub. I am in the middle of deploying 70 plus new monitors for existing desktops and recycling, taking out back and recreating office space, the old 4:3 that somehow we were still using. These monitors are coming in, what I have been told, are very nice boxes that are very useful for storing crafts or other items. Most of the women that work in this office are older, think very nice grandmothers, and they have been fighting over the empty boxes as they want to take them all home. Since we have so many of them, there is plenty to go around. We have finally come to an agreement that there will be a rotation on who gets the next boxes. I am the only one doing the deployment, so it takes some time between this and my other daily duties, and they are all lined up to get as many as they can take. At least it makes it easier for me, I don't have to break them down and haul them out to the recycling dumpster. LOL. Your software caused a fire and we need you to pay for damages. A customer who uses our software had never-ending network issues, called us threatening legal action if we didn't reimburse them for damages resulting from a fire. This was a small restaurant and one workstation was always freezing, needing to be rebooted, its connected printers never worked, etc. We always recommended they hire an IT professional to come out and check the computer and network connection, and one day they finally did. The only problem was that this IT professional was the restaurant owner's brother and was neither knowledgeable in IT nor professional. In the course of his troubleshooting, a fire started inside the wall near the network jack and they had to smash the wall to get to it and put it out. At least that's the story they gave me. In his professional opinion, our software had sent several high-voltage pulses through the network and caused the fire. I tried explaining to the restaurant owner that what she was telling me was impossible, and she got irate and I assume started yelling at me in Hindi, and after I tell her I can't understand her, she tells me she'll have her brother call me and hangs up. A few minutes later her brother calls and he starts yelling at me and wanting an apology for calling him a liar and that he has a PhD and he knows exactly what happened. He gives me the same story, that our software sent out this high voltage pulse and started a fire. I'm not even sure where to begin with a rebuttal, so I just use my standard question when speaking to an incompetent IT guy: have you consulted with an IT professional? This set him off in the most glorious way, and after yelling and cussing at me for a bit he hangs up. About a week later the restaurant owner calls and says she has a new computer and wants our assistance installing the software on it. No mention of the previous incident at all, it's like it never even happened, I guess. I wonder if she got a second opinion and realized her brother is a failure. Your software is making all of our computers beep. How do we make it stop? We received a support ticket from a customer who stated that our software was causing all of their computers to beep and they needed to know what to do to make it stop. We went back and forth a few times with them trying to diagnose things via the support ticket system, but nothing made sense. Our software only produces a sound when an error or alert appears, and you'd only hear it if you had a sound card and speakers. We decide it's time to call them, so I get on the phone. I give them a call and sure enough, you can hear loud beeping. It sounds familiar but I can't quite identify it, so I start asking basic troubleshooting questions. They tell me there's no speakers and that the computers have never made sound before, so just to be sure I ask them to look at the back of the computer and see if there is a sound card and if anything plugged into it. Well, this is where I finally get my answer. She tells me that she can't see behind the computer because the power is out and it's really dark. That's when that familiar sound finally makes sense. Their upses were beeping at them. What the heck? We're almost 30 minutes into this from the first support ticket, and this is the first time I'm hearing that the power is out. How did they not think this would important information to share? I never even thought to ask because I just assume it's something you share right away. When I told her what I thought was making the sound, she laughed and admitted to me that she felt really dumb. I had her shut down all the workstations until they could get their power sorted out.